morning, everyone. These. I'll put these there. That's fine. I've got everything I need. I think so. Oh. Yes, it's Ireland Day. I had to do it. I couldn't be bothered either, but I need to get it done. Let me get the chat and everything up. There we are. Live chat. It's horrible. I'll show you out my window. It's raining as per usual. I'll put a link in the chat if anybody wants to become a member of the channel. They get some emojis to play with and a shout out tomorrow. Pin message. There we go. And then I'm giving myself a thumbs up because that's what I do. And I'm on live chat, so there we are. That's out my window. Can you see it? Oh, you can't really see it, can you? Can you see it? No. It's raining anyway. It's raining. Usual Scottish summer. The kids are on holiday, you see, and I've got my iron brew, my trusty iron brew here. The kids are on school holiday, so it'll probably be raining from now until they go back, and then it'll be scorching. Happens every year. Right, so I've got loads of bedding and stuff like that I've got to get done. I think I'll put this one on my bed next. But I might mix it up. See, I've got this nice duvet set. It's got the duckies on it, right? But on the other side, there's bunny rabbits. So I think I might put it bunny rabbits this time. And I'm not using any sprays on my pillowcases just in case they're the ones that interfere with my scalp. But scalp's still a bit dodgy. So I've still got to put the cream knot on. I've got to get this right. I've got to get it right. Liesl, good morning, good morning. Oh, my pink shirt. I've got this in red, blue. Have I got it in any other colours? I don't know. I've got it in red and I've got it in blue as well. Same shirt. It's usually, see if I get a shirt that I like, I've got to get it in every colour. Right, I think that's what we'll do. I think we'll have rabbits on the bed next. The bunny rabbits on the bed next. I'll change my bedding on Sunday once my grandson goes home, because I'm getting him tomorrow, which will be fun. It'll be fun tomorrow. And I have to go and see my wee mum. She wasn't that great yesterday, my dad said, so that's how he never phoned me yesterday. She wasn't that great. But again, she refused on medication. So I'm at loss. I don't know how they can fix this problem. If she's not taking her meds, I don't know what else they can do. I don't know. Surely God, they can't restrain her. I don't know what they're going to do, but she never took her meds yesterday, so she was quite bad, my dad said. So who knows what we're getting tomorrow, what we're going in to see tomorrow. As I say, you've got to take each visit as it comes. Some days are going and I'm quite happy. Like last week I was really happy. She was great last week. But you just never know. So busy day tomorrow. Busy because I've got my videos in the morning to do. I've got them tomorrow morning. Then my mum, then my grandson. So it's all go. It's all go tomorrow. And I've hurt my back, as if it's not bad enough. I've hurt my back. Right. Yeah, this is a duvet cover. I'll spray this with a nice spray. Yeah, I think I'll do the bunny rabbits. So I'll tuck it in this way. I think I'll do the bunny rabbits this time, because we done the ducks the last time. For goodness sake, I'm all over the place. I'm in the covers. Do you know, there's something in? Yeah. there was a pillowcase in it. I'm still binge watching autumn stuff. I can't help myself. I cannot wait to decorate for autumn. Do you know, it's probably this weather as well. See this weather? It's... I need to put all this in here. I'll get there with this, I'll get there. There we go. There. That's it now. There we go. Right, I feel like making this fig smelling. Do you know, I've even got this. This is, I got this last year, and it's Febreze fabric freshener, and it's cozy season. Hello, hello, welcome to the chat. Good morning to you. I don't know how to pronounce your name, so I do apologise. Yes, I'm feeling it. Autumn vibes. I'll need to get some stuff in for my grandson tomorrow. I'll need to get some things for him to eat, because he likes to eat stuff. Have I got juice? I think I still have some juice. I'll need to check what I've got, because the boy likes to eat and I like to feed him. He's grinnies. Amit, hello, hello. I'm in Scotland. So I am. Scotland in the rain. And the rain and in the wind. The wind and the rain. And the dark clouds. That's where I am. And I do have some tartan here that I'm going to iron. Because somebody once said to me, they didn't believe I was in Scotland because of the lack of tartan in my house. Well, I do actually. Where are they? Look. Never fear. Tartan is here. I went out and I thought I better get some I'm putting the whole of Scotland down here with no having any tartan. Do you know what? I'll tell you the story, right? I don't know if I've ever told you this story, but... Oh, here, wait to tell you first before I tell you the story. That was us in accident emergencies last night. In an accident emergency with the grandson. He got home from nursery. Hey, my gorgeous, good morning. We got the wee fella came home from nursery yesterday with a lump on the back of his head, and it was like an egg, right, on the back of his head. The nursery hadn't phoned to Amanda or anything like that to say that he'd had a fall or anything like that, right, and it was like a proper egg in the back of his head. So Amanda phoned the doctor says take him to casualty. So that was that. He went away to casualty. He's all right. But she phoned the nursery and says, you know, the Wayne's came home and he's got this on his head, and nobody had phoned me to let me know that he'd bang. Well, we didn't know anything about it. Right, now see a bang on your head like that, you're going to be screaming. Right, you're going to be screaming the place down if you bang your head like that. Mohammed, hello, good morning. Right, you're going to be screaming if you bang your head and you have a thing like that. So this morning, the wee fella says that he was at the cosy corner or something like that, and a wee boy had pushed him yesterday and he banged his head. So we think that's where this actually came from. But he's fine, he's okay. They checked him over, and he's all right. He's neither up nor down, but at the time it must have been a sore one. So I'd said to the girls, once you are finished in casualty, because I wasn't sitting in there, they got a taxi through anyway because there was no time to wait in Peter. Peter was away with the car at the time. So I says, I'll come and get you. So they'd finished anyway, and they said, right, you can come and collect us, so you'll get a laugh with this. So I went away and I collected them. So on the way home, me and Sophie were just sitting talking, and we were talking about, like, this is the stuff we talk about, right? Say your back passage wasn't working at all, right? At all. And you were still eating. It would need to come out somewhere, so it would come out your mouth, most probably, right? It would have to have somewhere to come out. So we were on that subject, and it just jogged my memory to years and years ago. When, oh God, look, I'm still a a-hole. But years and years ago, I used to take terrible nosebleeds all the time, right? And I've had my nose cauterised about 3 or 4 times. It still bleeds when I'm in the hospital with the oxygen thing and that, it still bleeds. Anyway, there was this one night and I had a right bad double nosebleed. Both nostrils were just gushing, right? And I'm talking, they weren't dripping, they were running. So my bright thinking was, do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put a couple of tampons up my nose. Right, no thinking, just, I need to get this blood to stop. So I gets 2 tampons and I shoves one up that nostril and one up that nostril as well, right? Not even thinking properly, right? So I had done that, and it was about 5 minutes later, I knew I was in trouble because the thing was expanding up my nostril and I couldn't get it out. And I had 2 in. I had one in that nostril, one in that nostril, right? Nostrils were jam-packed, a tampon. Anyway, it was all going on anyway. And the blood was starting to drip for the tampon. That's how much blood was going on here. And I had all swole up my nostril. So I couldn't get it out. And the blood actually started coming out my eye. See, my eye duct. I was like, God, my eyes are dead misty. And I wiped and it was blood. I was firing down my throat, it was firing everywhere, and it actually came out my eyes. And I told the doctor, I didn't tell him about the tampons up the nose, but I did say to the doctor, he says, well, if it's, got nowhere else to go, it's going to come out places. But there you are, it was coming out my eyes. But that was one of the occasions I'd done something once, and then realised it was a very bad idea never to do it again. Everyone, good morning. Aye. No, I was saying to Sophie, can you imagine me having to go to casualty? Sorry, doctor, I fell coming out the toilet and 2 tampons went up my nose like that. That's the kind of stuff I get up to. That's the kind of shenanigans that I used to do. I still do things like that. I'm saying I used to do. Look, I still end up doing stupid things, but that was the one and only time I ever tried that. I wasn't thinking straight. Going to casually like that. I accidentally fell on a box of tampons and they lodged up my nose, doctor. It wasn't deliberate. Oh, craziness. But so the poor grandson again, away to the casualty. But thank God he's all right. That's the main thing. The main thing is he's okay. He's okay. But see, when I seen the lump in the back of his head, I was like, oh my God. And see if that did. I mean, it happened in nursery, right? See, we don't know, right? We never got a thing saying he'd bumped his head or anything. They could have let him fall asleep. Everybody knows that's a no-no. If you bump your head, you don't let the child sleep because it can be bad. It can be bad, so thank God he's all right anyway. He's okay anyway. So this morning as well, I didn't realise how loud I was, but I must have been loud. We were talking about like dogs and stuff like that, right? And I was saying to Sophie, my bed now has got more toys, doggy toys on it, than Daisy Doo's toy box, right? Every night she brings out another toy and she puts it on my bed. So I've got loads of toys. And I've got this toy in particular, it's a squeaky chicken, right? And you just need to tap it like that and it goes, eek, like it really squeaks, right? So anyway, I'm up in the middle of the night going to the toilet. It's dark. I go to the toilet and I come back to my bed and I sit down, but I sit down like hard, you know what I mean? I don't delicate, I just sit down hard because I'm kind of half asleep. And then the next thing, ee, like that, I sat on the chicken. Really Hard sat on the chicken tail, let out this screech in the middle of the night. Daisy Doo jumps up like that. I get the fright of my life. I thought I was getting attacked. It was like in the middle of the night and dark. I'd sat on this bloody chicken. Sat right hard on it too, so I did. Oh, cool. The thing's lucky to still be alive, the chicken. I did say some bad words. Some bad words were spoken. Because I absolutely, I get the fright of my life. And so did Daisy, and so did probably the neighbours if they heard it. What's going on in that house? 2 in the morning. Anyway, that's not coming back on my bed. I'm barring that. That's not allowed on my bed. That's an accident waiting to happen again. That was terrible. So as well as that, I watched The Handmaid's Tale yesterday. I'm on, I think it's the second last episode that's been uploaded to Amazon Prime. That was a shocker. I don't want to put spoilers out there in case you haven't watched it, but that was a shocker, that episode. I was like, oh my God, what's happening here? And I realised that Handmaid's Tale is not for everybody. It's quite traumatic. You know, it's heavy. It's not a happy series at all. It's like heavy stuff that happened. I'm never want to go there anyway. Oh, happy 4th, everybody that's celebrating today, the 4th of July. Happy Independence Day, guys. I'm looking for the UFO at my window now. That's what I'm looking for, Will Smith. I'm looking at my window like, I better not come today, tell you. I'm in no mood for alien shenanigans. Although, in Glasgow, lots of people have took footage. It's all over the internet. The other night at 2 o'clock in the morning, a meteor came flying into our airspace and lit up the... Of course, I was sleeping through it. That's how, see today, if there was a true episode of the Triffids, I'd be alright, because I would sleep through the entire light show at night, because when I'm out, I'm out. So anyway, this 2 o'clock in the morning, it lit up the whole of Scotland, basically, this meteor that came flying in. People have got video footage yet. It doesn't look like a UFO. It's definitely a meteor because it comes in like that, fast. But again, I missed it because I'm in my bed. Oh, I need to watch that. Big Little Lies. Oh, yeah. Can you remember the Triffids? Is it just a UK thing or was it worldwide? I was a wee girl when the Triffids was happening and I was terrified of the Triffids. So when you watch it now, you just need to drop kick one of the plants and they'll be down. You just need to drop kick one and that bit, they'll be over. If you don't know the story of the Triffids, right, it's black and white times. Black and white days. And there's a fantastic light show at night, right? There's fireworks in the sky only. Nobody's letting them off. These fireworks are just happening. Everybody's out going, look at that firework. Oh, look at that, look at that. Look at these lights. Or these meteors all flying into the earth. And they're going, oh, look at that. Right, but there's this one, well, there's a couple of people, but this in particular, this one guy. And he's in the hospital bed. He just got eye surgery done. So he was in his hospital bed and he was going, nurse, what's happening? She's going, oh, it's a terrific light show that you're missing here, Mr. So-and-so. And he's going, can I take my blindfold off? And they're going, no, you can't take that off until tomorrow. You've had eye surgery. And he's going, I can't believe I've missed this terrific light show. And they were all going, it's marvellous, it's marvellous. So here in the morning, he wakes up and he can't hear anything. He can't hear any nurses, he can't hear anybody talking, he can't hear anything going on, right? Although he did hear a wee bit of shuffling, like slowly shuffle, like that, right? You heard that going on. But apart from that, he couldn't hear anybody. And he was like, he lay there for a wee while and he thought, F this shenanigan. So he takes off his blindfold and he's kind of like that, getting his eyes adjusted to the light, you know. And he looks and there's nobody about. Zero people about. Like that. And then he starts to go out the hospital. When he starts going out the hospital, he can see people going about like that. Anybody that's seen the light show had turned blind. Good morning, Harley, good morning. Right, we're talking about the Triffids, the day of the Triffids, right? Anybody that had seen this light show was now blind. So people are just talking about like blind. Apart from him, he didn't watch the light show, so his eyes are perfect. So he just wanders by all these poor folk out into the street. And again, there's folk in the street just walking about like that, right in the street, just walking about like that. And then he sees it coming. A huge big plant. It's like a Venus flytrap, but much bigger, right? Big plant. And it's the slowest thing you've ever seen in your life, right? It goes scoot like that and then kind of stops and then scoot like that and stops. And then it eats the people, kind of like a Venus flytrap for humans, right? It eats the folk, this Venus flytrap Triffid thing. But I think it's got tentacles too that it can grab you and pull you in, right? But still, a good drop kick to the face of this plant and I'm sure it'd be down. Right, but anyway, this guy, and he found a few other people that hadn't seen the light show that were okay. And there's the one scene that sticks in my mind. I've not seen it for years, but they're in a lighthouse. I can't mind how they got into this lighthouse or anything like that. But they got into a lighthouse, they're up the top of the lighthouse, and then you hear the shuffling, and the thing can go upstairs. It can shuffle up the stairs, this thing. Right, a swift kick like that to its face, and it'd be right down the stairs, and then you could jump on it. I don't see, watching it now, it's hilarious, but see when I was a wee girl watching it, I was terrified of the Triffids. My brother had a Venus flytrap and I was feared just looking at it because I was like, that's a Triffid. You should see it, it's hilarious now, seeing you watch it now, it's like, how could you be scared of that? But I was terrified. They should have they should have got some heavy weed killer. Scoosh scoosh. They never thought of that back in the day. It was back in black and white days. Efron. Maybe they never had weed colour back then. I don't know. But I would see now. You'd be like, it'd be like that scene in Deadpool. If you've ever seen that scene in Deadpool where there's the guy and he's lying on the ice rink and Deadpool's in the thing that cleans the ice and he's going to run the guy over and it takes like 20 minutes for this machine. That's the speed of a Triffid. And you would hear them coming because they scoot, like you would know it was a Triffid around the corner. So, see if he's having this. Oh God! Wait a minute. Hold. Look, I need to show you the plant. I need to show you this plant. Right? He's a bit. Hold on to yourselves. It's a bit scary. Right. Right, be prepared, right? Be prepared. I don't think you're prepared, but I'm telling you, hold yourselves, cuddle yourselves right now. Jeez. Look at that. Look at that. Eh? What do you think of that? Sometimes the old movies are the best. You know what I mean? I would not be able to sneak up on you, that thing anyway. It wouldn't be able to sneak up on you because you can hear it dragging its ass behind you. Aye. Day of the Triffids. That was fun. Crazy, oh. Some of the movies are absolute the best. Like the thing for the Black Lagoon. Can you mind the thing for the Black Lagoon? I'm confused about the thing for the Black Lagoon. Right, you think the thing for the Black Lagoon would fancy a female thing for the Black Lagoon, and yet it fancied a female human? That's a bit weird, isn't it? That's a bit... It's no right. It's no right is what it is. It should stick to its own. Definitely. And also, it would come up on the boat and it would just put its hand on the boat like that and then just gently just put its hand back down like that. You know, if you're going to go for it, thing for the Black Lagoon. Oh, the Blue Lagoon's something else. Is it Brooke Shields that's in the Blue Lagoon? That's a different thing completely. I've got things to say about that as well. That's not right. I think she was only a wee lassie when she done that, and they had her aye, like that. It's not right. I mind watching that back in the day. Brooke Shields. Aye. But aye, the thing for the Black Lagoon's hilarious as well. Day of the Triffids, hilarious. And there was one called Quatermass. In fact, there was one called Quatermass in the Pit. This could be, see, thinking about it, this could be where my fear of aliens actually came from. Would be Quatermass in the Pit. These guys, right, they're digging a tunnel. I think it's in London or somewhere. A subway they're doing, right? I think it's in London or New York, somewhere like that, right? They're making this. Sophie, hello. They're doing this tunnel anyway. And all of a sudden, there's this high-pitched squealing noise, and they're all like, oh God, what's that? Oh, holding their ears, right? And they were like, what is this noise, right? And they kept digging. And then, oh God, the noise would happen again. It'd be like ear-piercing, shrieking like noise. And they're holding their ears, holding it. And then, there it is, a UFO. They find it, and this thing. And they're like, oh my God, it's a UFO. So they're digging away. But the whole time, this screechy sound. Now, I don't know the end of this film because this is the only bit I can remember, which means I completely get terrified and went to my bed and hid under my covers at the time. Anyway, they find the UFO, and then they're digging, and then they manage to get the door of the UFO, and they open it, and guess what the aliens looked like? Caterpillars. Big, huge, fat caterpillars. Now, I don't know if they had teeth. I don't know if they had like superpowers or anything. Sophie, I'm glad you came in. I like seeing your wee face in the chat. I don't know much about the rest of that's all I could take when I was a wee girl, was that. And I think that's where my fear of aliens actually began. Quatermass. And there was another one that was a Quatermass one, and it was the devil, but he was hanging about. Tom, good morning. He was hanging about power lines for some reason. I don't know what, but that was another Quatermass one. But Quatermass in the Pit, I'll need to see if I can find that and watch it. But see, today, you just watch the Triffids. You'll know what I'm talking about when I'm saying they'd be easy to do it in. I mean, they're not on the same level as Predator. Not at all. The Triffids. I'd rather have the Triffids than Predator, let's just say that. Don't want Predator, no. No. We'd need Arnold Schwarzenegger to do stuff if we did with Predator. But saying that, when I watched Predator versus Alien, I was shouting Predator on. I was on Predator's side. I was like, go on Predator, get it. And Sigourney Weaver wasn't in that one. The Shining, did that terrify you? See, I hadn't actually watched The Shining until not that long ago, actually. Not that long ago. Like maybe a year, maybe 2 years ago, something like that. Harley, I've just been talking about that. That's how I got onto this subject about UFOs. I missed it because I was sleeping. I miss everything. Even remember in my astronomy class, there was the Aurora Borealis was in Scotland last year, right? The Aurora Borealis, the first time just us normal folk and you know, in the suburbs and all that had seen it. They'd seen it. Thank you, Deirdre, you too. Happy 4th. What was I saying? And I go to my meeting and they all say, oh, did you see the Aurora Borealis? And folk are like, once see my pictures yet? And they've all got pictures. You know, look, there was it over my house, and there it was over the motorway there, and there's my wife standing in front of it. Did I see it? No. Do you know why? Because I was sleeping. I was out. I was completely sleeping. Missed it. So that's how I got on it. We were talking about the day of the Triffids. And I would have been alright if it would have been a Triffid thing because I'd never seen it. And if Day of the Triffids happen, you don't want to see that light show. No. I think in the end they did kick the thing down, or they shot it. I think the alien, the Triffid that was going up the lighthouse. I can't mind. I don't think he kicked it down the stairs. That'd have been my first reaction. Maybe kick it down the stairs of this lighthouse. And you seen it. I showed you that. Now see if that falls. How's it going to get back up? It's not got arms. Think about it. Lots of questions I've got now. Back in the day, the special effects, though, we were like, wow, that looks so real. Even King Kong, can you remember the very first King Kong? I was like, this is amazing. Look at the dinosaurs fighting. See, now you can see it's like a plastic dinosaur fighting another plastic dinosaur like that. Compared to Jurassic Park, do you know what I mean? It was like... But back in the day, we were like, oh, it's fantastic, the effects. Special effects and that are brilliant. Yeah, I hope he's all... I've heard that some people aren't celebrating the 4th this year. I'm not sure why, but I'm thinking it's probably got to do with it. I know there's protests and stuff like that happening, so I think it must be all to do with that kind of thing that's happening this year, and it's awfully sad. It's awfully sad, but we've got it all going on here and all. I think the whole world's just went crazy. And do you know why? Because the rich are getting richer and the poorer are getting poorer. That's basically it. The food prices are going up, but people's pay isn't going up. It's increasingly hard just to live for day to day. And I'm presuming that's why all this rioting's happening. I don't really watch the news much because, to be honest, I can't take it. It hurts my soul. I prefer to watch like dogs, funny dogs and things like that. But see if it's in your back garden, like if it's all going on out there, you're going to be watching it, aren't you? Yeah, I wonder where it landed. It might have just burnt up, Harley. It could have just burnt up. It could eventually be like that size. You know what I mean? It just looks amazing, but it could have just burnt up. Maggie, good morning to you. Yeah, it's the same here. The prices are, I can't believe some of the prices that they're asking for things. But you know yourself, you go into a shop now and you put like £100 worth of groceries in your shopping trolley, and you've got nothing. You've got like one dinner, and you've got like your toilet roll and your soap powder and things like that. It's a terrible state of affairs that the whole world's been in. And you know what I can't understand, right? All the prices went up when the pandemic was happening, right? Now the pandemic isn't happening anymore, but the prices have stayed. In fact, the prices have went up for the pandemic, so I don't understand that. I don't understand that at all. But if you need something to watch today, try and find the day the Triffids landed. The day the Triffids landed or something like that. It'll give you a laugh if nothing else. I'm going to try and find Quite a Mass in the Pit, because I don't know how that movie ends, because as I say, I was terrified as a wee girl. Watch it. My mum shouldn't have had me watching it anyway. Yeah, just everything. Read your question. No, I certainly would not. If a spaceship suddenly landed in my yard and the door opens, would you get in it? Nope. No. Do you know, I think you can guess what I'd do. I'd be in that drawer. That's the cutlery drawer right there. I'd be in that drawer, let's just say that. I'd be in the drawer. Cutlery drawer. I'd be in there. That's what I'd be doing. And I'd probably have a squishy bottle of water, because look at signs. Water was their thing that they were terrified in, that was like acid. So I'd squirt them in the eye first of all to test out the water and see if that worked. If that never worked, a bit of cutlery would have to have done the job. Absolutely not. I mean, I'm fascinated by aliens. You know that, and me and Sophie are still going to do our hunt when the dark nights come in. I'm kind of obsessed. Anything that's alien, I've got to watch it. I've got to watch it and absolutely terrify myself, right? But I would not, I'm not one of these people that be like, I would love to get abducted by a spaceship. No, I wouldn't. It would be the last time the spaceship ever abducted empty, because I tell you, I would be very problematic for them. I'd be pushing every button I could push. I'd be sticking my fingers where fingers probably weren't meant to be stuck in aliens. I'd be doing all sorts of crazy stuff up there. So I'd be biting, scratching, poking, all that kind of stuff. Grabbing the steering wheel, I would be nuts. They better never come near me. They better never come near me, because it's their eyes would be. That's what would be happening to them. Take that. I would not. Even if they were like going in my mind and going, we're friendly, I'd be like, no, I've heard that one before. Get out of here now, before something bad happens to you, alien. We come in peace. I don't care if you come in peace. You see E.T., even E.T., I'd be launching him into the air with my boot. Launching him. He'd be getting launched, but no way the shuttle or anything. I'd be my Doc Martin. That's what would be happening. No, I've no time for aliens. I can watch vampire movies. I can watch all sorts of horror films and things like that. Aye, that's fine. It's, you know. But the thing is about aliens, I really do believe. In fact, I did see a UFO when I was a wee girl, right? I believe they're out there. They've been out there all this time. They've been out there watching us. I don't know what they want to watch us for, because see if they were watching me, it'd be dead boring. Anyway, they like to do a bit of lurking, these aliens. They've been lurking there for all this time. There's only a matter of time before they unlurk. They unlurk and start being mingling. I don't want to mingle with them, and I'm not being racist to the aliens, but I just don't want to mingle with yous. No, I don't even want to meet Spock. Efron, no, Spock would be getting. He better not mind melt me. See, if Spock was to mind melt me, that bit means Spock would have serious problems when I come out of the mind melt. Serious. he would mind melt with me, and he'd go, that's too much for me. James T. Kirk is one thing, but her mind melting her, that's going to do all sorts of stuff to poor Spock. Spock will never be the same again. Harley, you've a lovely, lovely day, my gorgeous Harley. Thank you for coming in. Aye, so no, that's my absolute favorite. And I've got my goggles and all that in there. I've got my infrared. Is it in? It's not infrared. It's not glow in the dark. What the hell are they? My goggles that light up the place at night. I can't even think. My head's up my. Anyway, my night vision, I've got my night vision goggles there. I've got my binoculars, but they're nighttime binoculars for looking at the constellations. I've got that. And I've got my telescope. So we've got 3 things to play with me and Sophie when we go out. And we're going to take you to Bonnybridge. Look it up. Bonnybridge is the UFO capital of Scotland. Possibly even the UK. Possibly. Hello, lover. Hello, how are you today? Thank you for coming in the chat. Aye, so. Whew, I had a wee rant there, didn't I, about aliens, but I tell you, they do terrify me. They do. My dad's gave me some books to read, but I can't even read them. I can't even read them. Project Blue book, I can't read that stuff because, one, I'm not very good at reading, 2, and it's a heavy, heavy read for me, that. Project Blue, where they're talking freely about, oh, we've got this flying saucer and stuff like that, and we've got this alien that helps us in Area 51. What? You've got an alien that's helping you in Area 50. Get it to F. Get the alien. Oh. Anyway, I think they know the way I feel, and that's how they've not come near me. Oh. But see, when I was in the hospital, this terrifies me in case it ever happens again. Touch wood. Touch wood, it never happens again. the ventilation, or how I had the mad trip that I was in Egypt and ducks were roaming and all this kind of stuff. I was hallucinating like hell with that. There was a woman that was also in the ICU, and she was hallucinating, but she was hallucinating that she was being abducted with aliens. See, when I heard that, I thought, give me Egypt any day. That would have been, I mean, I was already soiling myself, do you know what I mean? I'd have been soiling myself even more if I'd have thought that. No, Maggie, I don't, but I'll tell you who does believe in the Loch Ness Monster and has actually seen it. Every hotel and guest house on the banks of Loch Ness have seen Nessie recently. And I'll tell you lots of tall tales about Nessie. Maybe there's more than one, maybe Nessie's got babies. They've all seen it. All the hotels up that way have had personal sightings in Nessie. And it's usually in the morning, kind of like Brigadoon, there's a, you know, mist rolling in over the loch, and there it is. Nessie's out there playing in the water. Bigfoot, no, that's another one that I'm like, I'm thinking there could be a Bigfoot. I would love to go Bigfoot hunting. I'm not particularly kind of fear of Bigfoot. I mean, I watch Bigfoot documentaries. They don't bother me, the Bigfoot, but the aliens, that they do it. They scare the living daylights out of me. Bigfoot, some people say that Bigfoot is actually an alien though. Some people say that usually when they have these Bigfoot sightings, there's also alien sightings at the same time. Bigfoot flying saucers, I mean, see, when you think about it. Anyway, the thing that I really want to know about Bigfoot, right, is you think they would find poo, right? I mean, we can go anywhere, we'll find deer pellets, we'll find like deer poo and rabbit poo and stuff like that. You don't do they ever go into the forest and come across a huge big log like that and go, oh, that's no man-made, that's came from a Bigfoot's bottom, that log. No human person could actually do that. Eh? I wouldn't want to go on his back end because no, it'd be fun to piggyback, right? But think about the things that's in that fur. I mean, I don't think he's that good in personal hygiene as well. The smell would probably knock you for six. Not you for six, because all that hair and huge size poos, it's going to be sticky. And he's probably peeing on himself as well. I'm no down into, I seem dead racist, I'm no down in Bigfoot at all, but he probably does urinate on himself as well. All that hair, can't tell me that he keeps that sparkling clean. You know, the smell would probably knock you out. And people have said that, in fact, in Florida they call him skunk ape. Skunk ape. Oh, we don't want that, listen, you would need to bathe in tomato sauce when you came home for that piggyback ride. You'd need to bathe in some tomato sauce. Do I drink Iron Brewer Coke? There we are. The drink of kings and queens. Iron Brew. Anyway, guys, I'm going to go. I'm going to see if I can find this Quatermass in the Pit thing, because the problem, sometimes YouTube has the older movies, do you know what I mean? I want to see how this bad boy ends, because I ran away just as I was picking them up. Anyway, I love you all so much. I'll be back tomorrow with my shout out for the members. It'll be a wee quickie tomorrow, because my grandson will be here, but I'll come on anyway. Say hello, give you a wee shout out and all that. But have a lovely, lovely weekend, everybody. And I'm going to give you a big kissy now. Bye, everyone.